I can't stop talking about this. I can't stop thinking about this. I can't stop looking into this. The nightmare troubles my heart, troubles my mind, shook the foundation of my soul, my soul, my soul. How can this be? This white world lies. How can this be? This white world lies everywhere, every place, every day, everywhere you go. Lies, lighting all, lies, carries all, lies, breathed into all. Why? Oh, but why? Why? Oh, but why? Why? Oh, but why? There's a war against humanity. There's a war against humanity. There's a war against humanity. The Christian says Messiah died on Friday. Lies. The Christian says Messiah raised on Sunday. Lies. Islam said the Most High have no soul. Lies. Quran says Judas goes to the cross. Lies. The civil ruler says they can bring the world peace like it. The Christian says, oh, Sunday is the day of rest. Lies again. Islam said, Friday is the day of eternal rest. Lies, lies, lies everywhere. Yeah, whoa, whoa. Lies everywhere. Lies, lies. Oh, Yeribo Santa. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. From Friday to Sunday, no 3 days. From Friday, yeah, to Sunday, no 3 nights, yeah. Oh, no 3 days, hello, no 3 nights, hello, no 3 days, yeah. This is a war against humanity. Truth, you know you are all I need. You know you are all I need. You are the one I'm in need of. Oh, come to my rescue. Just come, oh, to my aid. Oh, come and walk me through. Please come, come, come. Lies that declare war against humanity. Yeah, whoa. Truth, come to my rescue. Come to my rescue. Come. This is a war against humanity. Everything lies. Everything lies. Greetings to the 13 tribes of Israel scattered in the 4 corners of the earth, and to the Gentiles called by the name of Abba Yahuwah. Shabbat Shalom, much love and much prosperity attend you, family, for you are the reason of our time, light truth, because the time is simply near just as we see the days goes by, and so draw nigh the coming of Yahushua HaMashiach, just as the Malach of Yahuwah saith unto Yehukanah the Revelator, sealed not the prophecies of this book, for the time is simply near. How so near is the time? Just a step to the door. Exactly what we are doing here, family. Decoding end times prophecies, signs, dreams, in preparing people like you, body like you, house like you, for the returning of King Yahushua HaMashiach, our eternal bridegroom, to whom dear worship, praise, honor, power, riches, wealth, service, love, glory, yes, to the glory of his magnificent for the Yahuwah the Almighty, and to the Ruach HaKodesh, the very fire, they are blazed on the true essence, the very DNA of Abba Yahuwah, the breath of all living. I love the Ruach HaKodesh. That is why it's been called the omnipresence. Yeah, through that breath. It's everywhere at the same time. I love Abba Yahuwah. Abba Yahuwah, you have been worshipped, loved, set, honored in the temple of your handmaid, your eternal Isha. For you are my eternal Ish. I love you, Abba. I just love my Abba Yahuwah. I love the Ruach HaKodesh, and I love the King of Glory. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Yes, family, another wonderful Shabbat with a wonderful glory-filled topic today. Here we are in the heavenly courtroom of Abba Yahuwah with this powerful message titled for you and me from the very heart of Abba Yahuwah. Sukkot's last great day is the seven thunder voices to cut off flesh and ushers in eternity. Hallelujah. And proceeding towards eternity. That is the nature of number 8, the 8 days feast of Sukkot. That was why it's being called the great last day. It is simply eternity. Whether eternity in paradise or eternity in the lake of fire, I will always make it so clear. Okay? All right now. It's not going to be having part 2. I will do all my possible best to end it right here. In order for me to deal with this, this so-called deeper life, a bottomless pit life. Okay, I want to throw one bob on there through video. All right, now let us do it. The time is, going so fast. All right, now let us first of all add this before we run the race of this great last day. Anyway, the great last day is going to be, holding. That will be on the October 3rd. Okay, last week, Abba Yahuwah reverse this year's or always done beforehanded. Normally, I talk about it the very same day, but Abba Yahuwah said, no, we're going to do this beforehanded. All right, now, Matthew 5:17, listen. Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but what to fulfill. Don't even think, because he knew almost 3 billion so-called Christians going to be saying, and the royal law is destroyed. Jesus destroyed right at the cross. Over almost 2 billion Islam is going to be saying, the royal law is corrupt. That was why Quran came from the bottomless pit. And that was why Babylon they sang God also came from Babylon. Stupidity. Don't even think. Shall I take it again? Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy. He make it so clear, but what? To fulfill. Listen up. 18. For verily I say unto you, until when? Until the heaven and the earth is no more. Not even one dot. When you are writing, you put stop, dot. Not even one dot from the law will by no means pass away. Until when? Until all is fulfilled. So why is the criteria? You don't see the first heaven. You don't see this first earth anymore. Revelation 21. Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth was no more. Okay? So this rotten stick of this first earth and the heaven, if you don't see it anymore, when you see that eternity is being ushered in, the new earth, which is called paradise, therefore the royal law is fulfilled. Not nailed to the cross, fulfilled. Simply what? Fulfilled. Simply what? Finished. But wherever you see the first heaven, you see the first heaven. You believe in the lie of Jesus from the bottomless pit, that the royal law is nailed to the cross. Islam, you believe in that crap from the pit of which is Allah's belly, and that the royal law is corrupt. And you now usher in Quran. All right, now let us go into our segment today. It's powerful, okay? No time to waste. All right, now here we are. Why Leviticus 23 can take you from 33 to 37. I'm reading only 36. Listen up. Or 30, yeah, 36. I'm right. 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yahuwah. On the 8th day shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yahuwah. It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no several. Okay, I'm not working today. Excuse me. That day I'm not working. Okay, so but the very first day I don't work, as it commanded us. Let me be real. Keep it biblical feast in the line of Gentiles. We are not doing we are not doing it biblically. What am I doing? The memorial of it. I'm keeping the memorial of the feast. Actually, all this feast needs to be done in the Holy Land. But today we are also a holy temple. But I'm not doing it biblically. All right, because if it is being done biblically, we need to do that right in the Holy Land. But I'm keeping the memory and the celebration of it, because he said we should commemorate. When you go to Exodus chapter 2, you're going to see it over there, okay? You're going to see it over there. I bet you want to give it as a memorial. Anything that is part of you, you can't forget, because you don't want us to forget all this wonderful feast, because the feast of Abba Yahweh is the plan of salvation. That's it. So now I want to talk about the number 8, the 8th great last day. You see it now. What we're going to do. So 8th day is another feast entirely being separated from the Feast of Tabernacle or Sukkot. Okay, Sukkot is 7 days, but just like Passover is another day entirely a feast. Okay, and the Feast of 11 bread is 7 days. We also have that again in the book of First Maccabees. That's so yeah, First Maccabees can take it 1 to 4. Okay, we also see the Feast of ENOCH, the one we see in dedication. Yeah, also went to in the book of Yochanan, John chapter 10, 21 to 23, the Feast of Dedication. Okay, we have the book. Okay, the sacred book we have is our book. We use it regardless of what you feel. All right, so right now it's also been done 8 good days. Simply mean rededicate your life back unto Abba Yahuwah. We see that dedication over the Yahushua also celebrate that feast as well. All right, so right now, the 8th day, what does it signify? Flash the 7 thunder voices. Let's do it. Now, Genesis, okay, chapter 6, way down to chapter 9, that gives us the clue. Okay, now there is a lot, so many speculation that people that were destroyed, some say 2 million, some say 3 million, the Yahuwah's head, or the Elohim's head, or the Godhead. Okay, and some also say about 4 million, whatever, and so take it down to 7 million. All right, but I proceed to 8 million. Why? Because the number 8 always carries eternity, a new beginning. All right, I proceed to 8 million. All right, because so I even say 1 million. It can't be 1 million. When you go to the book of Yahshua chapter 6, you're gonna see even 1 million was being estimated that rapture would anuka straight to heaven. Before Abba Yahweh bring the flood of destruction, a lot of righteous people died, and the leftover one rapture with Enoch did not take census. Almost 1 million that are raptured with him. All right, so it can't be that. That one is total right of rollout. I proceed to what that number is. It could be 8 billion. Like today we are over 7 billion, proceeding to 8 billion. So I take it down to that 8 million, excuse me, not billion, million. Okay, so right now from the midst of 8 million, Abba Yahweh took only 8. For 7 whatever million to be destroyed, almost 8 million, only 8, just 8. What is this? What does this signify? A new beginning, to start all over again. It simply means eternity. So right now it cut off almost 8 million, excuse me, those days. Okay, likewise these days we are also proceeding over 8 million. It's going to take only 8%. And every other one straight away to perdition. All right, now, so that is cut off flesh. We are coming to that. Okay, let's ask scriptures now. So in either way, we need to cut off flesh. Because number 8 is the covenant given to Father Abraham, the very one that his bosom is still alive, eternal in the underworld, the bosom of Father Abraham. Listen now. So in either way, flesh needs to be cut off. Or should I first of all read there? And before we can come over here, I think that is going to be a wise idea. Let's go there first. Here we are, Genesis chapter 17. This is where the covenant of 8 days is. Listen. This is my covenant. I take it verses 17, chapter 17, verses 10. This is my covenant, which ye shall keep between me and you, and thy seed after thee. Every male child among you shall be circumcised, and ye shall circumcise the flesh of your foreskin, and it shall be a token of the covenant between me and you. And he that is 8 days old shall be circumcised among you, every male child in your generations. He that is born in the house or bought with money of any stranger, which is not thy seed, must be circumcised on the 8 days. Okay, I hang it over there for the sake of time. When you also goes to Wayikra, Leviticus chapter 12, you're also going to see the rules and regulation of the circumcision. Even Yahushua, the biblical Messiah, also cut. That was why I said he have peanuts. He also circumcised on the 8 days. You can also see that in Luke chapter 2. Let me see the verses. I'm not going to read it at all. I want to dig more. 21. Okay, Luke chapter 2:21, he's circumcised. When you also, Leviticus 12, 1 to 3, you're going to see the law of 8 days cut of flesh, because it is eternal. It simply represents eternity. So in either way, whether you are alive, you're going to cut off flesh, or whether you die, you're going to cut off flesh. In either way, for you to become righteous, you need to cut off flesh, to lose some weight, to let go some flesh. Flesh and blood can never inherit the kingdom of Yahuwah. So in either way, you that is going to rapture, Noah cut off flesh. That was why he was being found righteous. He said flesh and blood can never inherit the kingdom of Yahuwah. Flesh needs to be done away with. It needs to be crucified right at the cross. Alright, so that was why Noah raptured into the ark and be sealed in the flood of judgment bid against the whole world. Only 8 people were saved. Why? Because they cut off flesh. Because they were never walking in the flesh. Because he walked in the spirit and now begin to build this ark. While he was building his ark, people that walks in the flesh now begin to ridicule and begin to mock him, like what they are doing to me today. They call me names. Who cares? I'm proceeding right away towards eternity. So let's put some more scriptures. We're gonna lay hammer upon Allah and Jesus today. Noah's did cut off flesh. Every single 8 persons inside the ark walk in the spirit. He said, come up here. That is Revelation chapter 4. He said, right away I was in the spirit. Those in the spirit. Listen now, Romans chapter 6 verses 1. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? Jehovah's forbid. How shall we that are dead to sin? This is how we cut off flesh, live any longer therein? Know ye not that so many of us, as we baptized into Yahushua Mashiach, we are baptized into his what? Death. Therefore, that was why Yahushua said, carry your cross and follow me. What is cross? Death. For now, therefore we are buried with him. Not just to die, we also buried. Therefore we are buried with him by baptism into death. That like as Mashiach was raised up from the dead by the glory of Yahuwah, even so we also should walk in the newness of life, that is glorified body. 6. For if we have been planted together in the likeness of his death, we shall be also in the likeness of his resurrection. Knowing this, that our old man is crucified with him, that the body of sin might be destroyed, that henceforth we should not serve sin. For he that is dead is free from sin. Did you get that? So this is how we cut off flesh. In either way, flesh needs to be done away with. And what is the circumcision covenant? To cut off flesh. And what is the number 8? Is to cut off on this day, on the number 8, Yahushua, the biblical Messiah, cut off the excess luggage in his penis. He removed it. The circumcision covenant is on the last great day. We put some more. No, I need to finish the reading. Verses 8. Now, if we be dead with Yahushua, we believe that we shall also live with him. That's it. So, cut of flesh. What are you? What is the flesh? Once fornication, you're done away with. I was dead. But were you in my burial? I was buried. Were you in my burial? Did you mourn me? Did you mourn for me? But somebody is more. Some people mourn for me. Okay, say, oh, she's lost, eh? This lady, the way she's going, they are mourning for themselves, not me, because I'm proceeding towards eternity. Flesh needs to be done away with. Okay. My flesh is being crucified. Did you get that? So that is in either way. Whether you be cut off, whether flesh being cut off you for a better life, or you perish with flesh for eternal destruction. In either way. So that's it. In either way, flesh needs to be done away with. Listen, Romans chapter 8, verses 8. You can take your Romans chapter 8 from verses 1 to 11. Deal with putting off your flesh. So there, I read verses 8. So there, they that are in the flesh cannot please Yahuwah. Because he's not in the flesh, he's in the spirit. Those that worship him, what? Must worship in truth, in Yahushua, and in spirit, in the Ruach HaKodesh. You can see that in John chapter 4. Sorry, I forget the verses. Go and be searching for it. And let's do it together, okay? All right, now let me see you. 23. John chapter 4, verses 23, okay? So that's what he said. You must worship in the truth, which is Yahushua, and in the spirit, which is the Ruach HaKodesh. That is the only way you can please him. Flesh is not allowed over there, okay? In either way, flesh needs to be done away with. All right, now that Romans chapter 8, I read verses 7 is very important as well. I mean, it's like I was leaving it out, which is not okay by me. Because the carnal mind is enmity, because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahuwah, for it is not subject to the law of Yahuwah, neither indeed can be. Flesh can never be subject to the law of Yahuwah, neither can he ever do that. It's enmity. It doesn't go at all. It declare war upon the Lord. So that's why it needs to be cut off. Okay, flesh in either way. Okay, whether you're going to rapture, flesh needs to be done away with. I just read it already. Me, I've dead already, been buried, but no more. I've been buried. Okay, it's the resurrection we are waiting for. You're going to see, that is it, the eternity we are talking about over here. We just put some more. So let's learn today from the population of today is over 7 billion, okay? So that was why I rest my case that in the days of Noah, I can call it 8 million, all right? Or about 7 billion, not million. Only 8 were saved. Or cut off flesh. Because the earth needs to be cleansed. Flesh needs to be removed out of this earth. But Yahuwah promised to do it once again through his son Yahushua HaMashiach. That is why the sign of his coming is like the days of Lot and like the days of Noah. It's coming back again. Listen up. We want to do the flesh part. How to remove all these wicked people from the earth. That is the flesh. In the either way, flesh needs to be cut off. Galatians. Oh, where am I? Oh, no. Galatians chapter 5. Oh, where are you now? Oh, 4. Yes, chapter 4. So I want to do the places over here. 22. I want to read. For it is written that Abraham had 2 sons, the one by a bondmaid, the other by a free woman. But he who was of the bondwoman was born after the flesh. Who holds the covenant of circumcision? It is Father Abraham. And in his own flesh, we see what came out from his own flesh. Uncircumcised body, unrepented body, a filthy body that carry excess luggage of flesh. What come out from there? Ishmael, who Islam, who Allah, who Sharia law, the great tribulation, which the world called the Third World War. He came from the flesh. He came from the flesh. And we'll see what it is today, a double-edged sword in our neck. Convert to Islam, convert to Allah, the great author of flesh, or your head being chopped off. Is the son of the flesh. Can I take it again? 23, excuse me. But he who was born of the bondwoman of Agar was born after the flesh, cut off flesh. You see, as soon as Ishmael was being birthed, Father Abraham need to cut off that flesh he used to impregnate Ishmael. You can't bring it into the cut it off on the 8th day. It needs to be done away with. But he of the free woman was born, was by the promise. I think I'm done. Okay, 24 now. Which things are an allegory for these are the two covenants, the one from the Messiah, which granted to bondage, which is what Agar, bondage, Sharia law, link of fire, it is eternal bondage. For this Agar is for this Agar is Masana in Arabia, Saudi Arabia and Mecca, and Ansareth to Jerusalem, which now is, you see, mosque over there, which now is, they're gonna do it, convert the whole world. There it is not their turn to rule and to reign, convert the whole world to Islam, which now is, and is in bondage with her children. 26. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us. Oh, hallelujah. I love that. So now I want to dig more into flesh. You see now, Ishmael is a wild man of a donkey. He says he's a wild animal. He's coming against the whole world. And I bet you what is going to help him to achieve that goal. Why? Because I bet you what gave the Father Abraham promises for Ishmael to rule. He has never ruled. He will rule the whole world for 1,000 years. While Messiah is ruling, he is also doing his own. So I want to do the voice of the seven thunders. Once in history, in this world, this secret be revealed, and be proud by the power of Yahushua resurrection. The mystery, the mystical, the mysterious seven thunder voices being revealed to the whole world through a woman. A woman saw the risen king. For remember, I am a helper unto my eternal bridegroom Yahushua HaMashiach. I bragged in the power of Yahuwah. No one taught me, as Apostle Shahu said. He said, everything I'm being taught is being revealed unto me by the revelation of Yahushua HaMashiach. That's it. He said it is very, very great for me to, to be boasting. I'm a believer. But when you stop over there, it can't profit you nothing. He said, rather I will go for visions and revelation of Yahushua HaMashiach. It is being given unto me. I'm going to do it, and it's going to blow off your mind if you are a truth lover, except if you hate the truth. It's going to turn your belly. All right, now here Daniel chapter 12, verses 5. Then I, Daniel, looked, and behold, there is still other two, the one on this side of the bank of the river, and the other on that side of the bank of the river. And one said to the man clothed in linen, this is Yahushua, which was upon the waters of the river, how long shall it be to the end of these wonders? And I heard the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, when he had lifted up his right hand and his left hand. Let me quickly. This is my boggling. The right hand is the power of Yahweh, which is Yahushua. And the left hand angel, it is the Ruach HaKodesh. You can see these two angels, powerful angel, in the Leviticus, no, Exodus 25 or 21. 25, 21, 25, 21. One of the two. Okay. Is it 25? Is it 21? One of the two. I'll be sure later. Okay. You see, it says lift up, not just his right hand, also his left hand, unto heaven, and swore by him that liveth forever, it shall be for a time, times and half a time. And when he have accomplished to scatter the power of the holy people, all these things will be accomplished. And I heard, but I understood not. Then said I, oh my Adonai, what shall be the end of these things? What things? Goes to Revelation, Daniel 11, and go and study it. It's talking about the man of sin. He's talking about the son came from the flesh. Which one? Which son? The Sharia law. Which son? The anti-Messiah. Which son? Mahadim. To rule the whole world. Is their vision. He called it great. They said this one. When is it going to be the end? Listen up. 9. And he said, go thy way, Daniel, for the word are sealed up. For the words are closed up and sealed till the end of the time. The word is closed and sealed till the time of the end. Now we are already in the beginning of end times. If you are ready. So let's see. He said this vision is sealed. It's not going to be happen. It's not going to be. You just go your way. This is not for you. It is for the last generation to see Yahushua HaMashiach that is going to see this great wonder, the wonder of Sharia law. Go your way, Daniel, because everything in Daniel was above Sharia law. Sharia law, the chapter 11 concluded on. Now, here the vision is being revealed by the thunder. I don't want to fast forward it. This vision sweet in my heart. It's sweet in my heart. Yahuwah is too sweet, eh? Revelation chapter 10. You can read it. Oh, it's 1 to 8, verses 1 to 8. I read. And I saw another mighty angel. This is Yahushua HaMashiach, okay? And I saw another mighty angel. Is the angel of Yahuwah's presence, okay? And I saw another mighty angel come down from heaven, clothed with a cloud. What is the cloud? The sky. And with a rainbow. What is the rainbow? The rain. Rainbow was upon his head, and his face was as it were the sun. Is the mother also clothed in white linen, which Daniel saw, and his feet as the pillars of fire. Don't dare, my father. What leads the children of Israel? The pillars of fire by now, which is the Ruach HaKodesh, and the cloud, the pillars of cloud by day, which is the grace. So Yahushua HaMashiach, the two is over here. Listen up. And he, verses 2, and he had in his hand a little book, the little home that's going to wage war against the biblical Messiah. A little book. This is the book that was sealed in the case of Daniel, but it's also sealed over here. Listen now. And he had in his hand a little book open, and he sat, and he said, his right hand, his right foot upon the sea. Yeah, we get this here again. We get the right and we get the left again, and his left foot upon the earth. Yahushua is here, the Ruach HaKodesh. Two of them. We also see it in the case of Daniel, but here's the vision actually. Listen now. And cried with a loud voice, as where a lion runneth. And when he had cried, 7 thunders, 7 thunders uttered their voices. And when the 7 thunders had uttered their voices, I was about to write this yoke, okay? And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, seal up again those things which the 7 thunders uttered, and write them not. You see, vision sealed upon sealed. Daniel closed. You now Yehukanan. What the 7 thunders also review sealed. Let me tell you now. It's also sealed up. It's not open. So now I want to open it. I want to unlock. Scripture is a precept, has to be upon precept. We want to unlock this code as Abayewa gave it unto me. It is my bug through a woman. I've seen the Resi King. Listen now, verses 8. I want to quickly do here before we unlock verses 9. Okay, it's 1 to 11. Okay, 9. And I saw I went unto that angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it's gonna be in thy mouth sweet as honey. You know, the truth is so bitter. You see, I don't care, because a lot of people desire Yahushua also. John chapter 6, it said many of his disciples never followed him anymore because they are not. He said my message is not clear to you. The reason why my voice is not clear to you, my message is not clear to you, because you are not my sheep. Anyone that does not belong here, you can stay here. So we don't care. We need to do it exactly the way it is. Now we spread over to 11. Truth is so bitter. He says it's going to turn your belly to so bitter, but it's going to be so. It is life eternal. If you can really get what it is. Listen, 11. And he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples, and many nations, and many tongues, and kings. Do it again, which means technically, he once did it before, they didn't get it. I bet you said, this generation, they are not getting what the 7 thunder voices is. He once did it before. Now go and prophesy again. Because he want prophesy, he want did it, but you are not getting it that link of fire is real. You are not getting that destruction is almost here. You are not getting that Sunday is not the day of rest. Not that Friday. You are not getting it that you practice Babylonia. The children of Yahweh is spewing it out, exposing. You are not getting it. Now, princess, do it again. The princess of the Most High. Do it again. I'm going to do it again. He said you must prophesy. What the seventh thunder has already uttered, go now and prophesy to people. This message is coming back again. I quickly want to throw it on this last great day. But when I put it in low, that the mystery of seventh thunder be revealed by a woman unto this world through the power of the Ruach HaKodesh, it's going to be fire, fire. But today it's also fire, fire. Let's do it now. They are not getting it, so we want to prophesy again. Like I said, the little book, it is flash the little horn, and it is flash their little time. It said they have but a short time to go. You can also see you can study it. You can study Daniel chapter 7, Daniel chapter 8. Okay, it's all about the little horn. Okay, it's the little book is all about the little horn. It's all about Sharia law. It's all about this destruction that is coming into the world. This is what the Noah was doing, but they are not getting it. Now, Princess of Yahuwah, go and do it again. You must prophesy again. Let's do it now. The voice of the seventh thunder. All right, now, First Kings chapter 8. You can take it from 41, or you can read it up, but from 41 to 45. Okay, but I'm reading 44, 45 for the sake of time. And it come to pass at the seventh time that he said, Behold, there arise a little cloud out of the sea, like a man's hand, that is the hand of Yahushua in the cloud. And he said, Go up, say unto help, prepare thy chariot, and get thee down, that the rain stop thee not. Listen now. And it came to pass in the meanwhile that the heaven was turned black, kutu kutu, thunder. That the heaven was turned black with clouds and wind. What is cloud? It is Yahushua. He led us by the cloud, a pillar of cloud by day. That great light is in the cloud. Revelation says so. Wind. What is wind? The ruach. It's wind. Okay. He saw a cloud, and it's a clouds and wind. And there was a great rain, and Ahab rode and went to year's rain. So before rain, what first of all come? Kutu kutu thunder. Kutu kutu thunder. We put someone. Maybe you are not getting it. Princess, prophesy again. Now, Luke chapter 17, verses 26 to 30, Yahushua said his days is coming. It's like the days of Noah and like the days of Lot. Kutu kutu. Princess, prophesy again. Let's do it now. Here I am. Genesis 7, 11 to 12. In the 600th years of Noah's life, in the second month, the 70th day of the month, the same day where all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened, and the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. Did you see? So if rain want to first of all start falling, what did you hear? The voice of the thunder or tarry. Prepare. He said, prepare, because the rain is going to meet you. It's going to stop you. Prepare. Kutu kutu. Have you ever seen it? I have. Maybe you don't, because he said this truth is going to make your belly bitter. Her truth always hot in the belly, but it's so sweet. It's so sweet. They are not getting it, that the days of Noah and the days of Lot is knocking at the door. Princess, you need to prophesy again, because thunder is uttering their voices, but still they are not getting it. We unfold and prophesy again. Which goes now to the days of Lot. Genesis 19:24. Listen now, kutu kutu. They are not getting it. That this destruction is here. Prophesy again. Here I am again. Genesis 19:24. Then Yahuwah reigned upon Sodom and Gomorrah, brimstone and fire from Yahuwah out of heaven. Kutu kutu. Warning was first of all coming. Let me tell you. The days of Lot. It is the voice of the seventh thunder. He is not going to visit you anymore in flood, but it's going to pour rain as fire. I saw it so powerful. It is the voice of the seventh thunder. The rain is going to, after you have converted to Sharia law, after you have converted to Islam, after you now become Allah Uwakubaru people, you have taken the mark of the beast, and you have renounced Yahuwah. Therefore, how is it going to do it? I think this judgment is going to last for 7 years. It's going to be in the days of Lot. Fire as rain, rain as fire is going to be coming down from heaven. When it touches you, you melt away. It's going to roast you, because in either way flesh needs to die. Because before you submit your spirit, because you don't walk with flesh. That is the final word. We say is double wrath. The wrath of the great dragon and the wrath of Yahuwah. The wrath of the great dragon, it is the Sharia law. After that one is being so done, you converted the whole world to Islam. Abaya, when I say, well done, all of you cut off out of this earth on the 8 days, which is the 8,000 years of humanity, not 8,000, not 8,000 years of the earth. I don't know how many years the earth is, but I can make it clear unto you that the existence of humanity here on earth, it is 6,000 preceding into 7,000. And after the 1,000 reign of Yahushua is going to be now proceeding into 8,000. And that 8,000 years, which is number 8, it is dangerous. In either way, flesh needs to go away. You see how a believer flesh needs to go away, needs to die. An unbeliever's flesh also needs to gone away. It needs to be, done away with. Because Abba Yahweh is going to judge your spirit. He cannot judge your flesh. So for him to remove your spirit from your flesh, you need to die. After you are being killed by that hot water, not water, excuse me. This is fire as a rain. That is the voice of the seventh thunder. He said, prophesy again, they are not getting the days of Lot. The days of Noah is gone, but they are not getting the days of Lot. It's going to be fire, rain from heaven, and rust everything. Do you know what that is? You're going to be in fact, you don't know what that is? I think go and learn from Sodom and Gomorrah, or learn from this early fire. Imagine yourself, your totality is inside this fire. How hot is it going to be? He said, prophesy, they are not getting it. You must do it again. This is the voice of the seventh thunder. Abba Yahweh said it is already there. Don't even write it, leave it. This one is going to be given through prophecy. He now said, you must prophesy again. They are not getting it. Prophesy before people, many peoples, nations, kings or tongues. Go and give them this prophecy that the days of Noah, Lord, is here. Why did Yahushua include the days of Lot? Why? Because Noah. Why? Because the whole one needs to be cut off. Flesh needs to be cut off. But he's not going to do it like the days of Noah. He's going to do it now like the days of Lot. Fire. And that is what the thunder said for. Okay, and now where the thunder utter their voices, it's fire. I bet is going to do it to 2 cities. Okay, like Netherlands and Belgium. It will rain as fire. Only the surviving one is going to be 3. That is the YAHUAH'S head. That is the Elohim's head. That is the Godhead. Every other one will be roast to ashes. You know what that is? Some people, they are saying that some have blazed, but this one is hotter than that. Okay, this one is going to be seven times hotter than the normal earthly fire you knew. Because we get that illustration from Nebuchadnezzar, chapter 3. We now throw these 3 Yahudian people, boys, into the fire. He said they should hot it 7 times hotter than normal. So the rain, the fire as rain that is coming in the... He says it's going to rain it. If you just want to let Netherlands and the Belgium destroyed, you already find everything. Human property is going to be roasted to ashes. They are not getting it. We are prophesying again, but I'm still coming back to this message, okay? I just quickly want to throw it. It's my new vision. It was so powerful. Goes to YouTube. A lot of speculation. The one that hurt my stomach, and I said, the 7th seal is destruction. 7 trumpet is destruction. 7 bow is destruction. How dare you not say that the 7 thunder? Do you know what thunder is? Have you ever seen when thunder is striking? Katakotokoto. You run to your house. It's disaster. That one I said Jesus gave him the mystery of 7 thunder already, that the thought that they have towards you, his children. You should not worry. It's not going to hurt you. That the secret of inside the 7 thunder is of peace, not of evil. And I said, look at them. The trumpet, the seal, breaking the seal of anti-Mashiach, which is Sharia law, is horrible. Go and study it. The 7th trumpet is destruction. The 7th bow, plagues, is destruction. So now it's 7 thunder that want to calm you down. Thunder, you know what thunder is? Avanuhu, koto. Fire, descend from heaven. Brimstone, it says it's going to rain it down. We put some, I think I'm running out of time. Now, Revelation chapter 20, verses 4 to 6, go and read it. It is two resurrection: the resurrection of the righteous and the resurrection of the unrighteous. Okay, those are the one to face the white judgment through. And now, before you face that, you need to die. You can't rapture anywhere. You need to die. You convert to Islam. You take the mark of the beast up. You need to die horrible death. That is the fire is going to pour to get your spirit out of your body, because it doesn't need your flesh. You need to cut it off by fire, the voice of thunder, and your spirit is going to descend to bottomless pit. At the end of the eight, you all is going to ascend to the white judgment throne. Then the judgment will begin to set. Let me tell you now, delay is dangerous. Delay is to get some people that is not needed out of the way. Now when you go to Genesis 16, because I bet you what delay the promised son, that is why flesh usher in and brings about the son of flesh to do this damage. Yes, because I bet you what allows it in order to cut off flesh, because flesh is everywhere. You want to do away with flesh. Now when you also go to Exodus 32, we also see when Moshe also delayed, the man of Yahweh delay at Mount Sinai, their golden calf now also came in. Okay, delay is dangerous. Yes, for 3,000 that is not needed to be killed. Now remember, 3,000 was being slaughtered. Now when you also go to Matthew 25, yes, it said when the bridegroom delay is coming, or another destruction take place, that the foolish five virgin missed it. They are the one to face the seventh voice thunder. When you also goes now to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verses 3, he also said that Yahushua cannot come until there be a falling away first, and that man of sin review. It is the man of sin, the man of flesh. It needs to be reviewed. Yes, because he don't want you. The one that is not needed is going to delay his coming in order for them to fall apart, because he don't need them. When you also go to John 7 37 to 39, he said, you also see two of them there. He said, if you are thirsty, come and drink from the water of life. Okay, come. He said this one, he made the Holy Spirit. That is the great last day. Now, when you also go to Luke chapter 16, 22 to 24, about the Lazarus, the poor man, and the rich man. What did the rich man say? The rich man said, I'm inside this flame. Just dip your hand in the cold water and come out. Cool my tongue with it, for I'm dying of thirsty. And Yahushua said, if you don't want to remain in that eternal thirsty, come over now and take from the water of life. Okay, in order for you not to face eternal thirsty. Now when you also go to Ezekiel 8 15 to 16, that is where you now see the worshipping of sun. It is the greatest abomination. Why is it the greatest abomination in all the list of abomination? Yes, it is number one, which is first day of the week. Christian call it Sunday. Okay, it's also number 8, and number 8 is where all of them is going to be. That was what they said Jesus resurrected on Sunday. Actually, it's true. They are going to resurrect on the 8th day and face the white judgment throne. It's already in the list. Jesus died on Friday. Islam is keeping that. Jesus resurrected on Sunday. That is correct. They're going to face the white judgment throne, the second resurrection. They will resurrect on the Sunday, which is the 8th days, to face eternal damnation of eternal condemnation inside the lake of fire. That is where all of them is going to be cast into fire. That is why the royal call it great abomination. It is the greatest of all abomination, because it is the day the fallen deity fell from glory, and they're not giving out to their children to be commemorating it for them. And the royal call is the great abomination, the greatest of all abomination. This is why it's the greatest, because it is the day for all of them, the second death people, to resurrect in the second resurrection to face the white judgment throne. I'm coming back to the seventh thunders again.